Welcome to Family Life. Welcome to Divorce Intervention Protocol. Helping a couple answer the question, is divorce my best and only choice? I think for all of us, it's a critical question to answer. In mine and Allison's case, we're currently working with a couple in Colorado, and we requested that we have no further discussion with them until after this training. And I've already talked to two people this morning who are in the same place with another couple. The reality is our culture says divorce is an answer, and it certainly is, but it's not the only answer.
Amen.
So anyway, I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but the reality is this is an upfront and personal training for all of us. And so we are pleased to have Dr. Russ Berg with us here this morning to provide some training. This training is available in two formats. One is a day-and-a-half training. The other is a mini clinic, which we do in about 4 hours. So today you're going to experience the mini clinic. You will get all the key components that you need to execute this well in the ministry that God's given you. Dr. Russ Berg, I love you. I love working with you. He is passionate. He is more interested in you than you could ever imagine. He is a people person, pastor for 37 years, incredible marriage, great family, and looking forward to have the opportunity to speak into us. Please welcome Dr. Russ Berg.
Thank you, Mike. Now I just rerouted my microphone. What an honor and a privilege to be, at Family Life. That's huge. I'm a pastor from up north, and when we say business casual and it's 7 degrees below zero in my hometown, this is business casual. But I'm really honored to be among my peers, people who are in the trenches fighting for marriages. I've been kind of living in Psalm 34 preparation. You remember that weird time when David had to act crazy, with Abimelech? David gets into a jam, and he does what comes natural to people under stress. They do crazy. Anybody have a couple like that? You just do crazy. And yet he writes this: I will extol the Lord at all times. His praise will always be on my lips. That's the default of our hearts today as we start. Then in verse 2, my soul will boast in the Lord. Some of you have a boast here. You've got a God story. You've got to spike the ball in the end zone. God's working. A couple is coming along, right? And then some of you have let the afflicted hear and rejoice. Some of you, as we talked about, carry that burden of feeling like you're 10 feet from the falls. But here's what I really ministered to me, that was the next verse. Glorify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. So whether you're carrying a blessing or a burden, all of us are in the right place this morning. We will do this together. We will encourage one another together. That's my wife, Melody. We've been married 44 years. She would say so 35 happiest years of our life. Like many of you, we know what it's like to be in ministry, to be in full-time ministry and feel like, why am I counseling other families in our church when both of us are in this space where I'm looking at my watch going, oh, I got to go home. Mel's at home and hears the garage door go up with our two kids and goes, oh, he's home. We know what that's like. By God's grace, we got some really good help. Actually, some people like you were first responders in that moment for us and helped us get the professional Christian help we needed. And so now we've got 5 grandkids, and Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love did find Drop Dead Gorgeous. One of the things you and I know is that the couples that are coming to us, they may have had a great wedding. They may have had very, very faulty preparation. And so that preparation, that lack of it, that lack of a sense of what a marriage should even be kind of follows them. The challenge in our culture, and I'm going to go through these quick because this is, you know this. Sociologists talk about the me marriage. Marriages have turned in our culture to the place where it is not about us, it's about personal fulfillment. We talk about the consumer marriage. Today, I was reading an article this last week that you can actually file for and pick up your marriage license in Las Vegas. Where? In the baggage claim at the airport. Now just stop and think about that for a minute. You're picking up your marriage license in the baggage claim. Isn't that ironic? The challenge in our churches is churches often have no marriage discipleship plan. We solemnize marriages. We have no well thought out biblical plan to do 3 things for our marriages: to start them well with good premarital education, to strengthen them and help good marriages get better in this middle section, and then to create a safety net when they struggle.